Hey, Sigma Wolf here, and today I'm going to discuss the levels of MGTOW. So, the first level of MGTOW is situational awareness. This level includes men who are aware of the realities that face them in society, and yet deem the risks acceptable to have a go at playing the game. The next, or level 2, is the rejection of long-term relationships. The MGTOW rejects all form of long-term relationships with women, including but not limited to marriage, cohabitation of any sort, which might be classified as common law marriage, picking up for a single mother's children, or any action which might be used in court to turn him into her legal indentured servant. Level 3 is the rejection of short-term relationships. The MGTOW rejects all form of personal relationships with women, including dating, one-night stands, friendships, etc., any contact with unfamiliar women, which is kept strictly professional and at a minimum. Level 4 is the economic disengagement. The MGTOW refuses to produce more than is strictly necessary for his individual survival. He will limit actions that are punished by taxation without jeopardizing his way of life and acceptable standard of living. These levels of MGTOW are from a different site that I got. So here are also the other levels of MGTOW. Here are the other levels of MGTOW. Level 0. Blue pill. Men who got married and oblivious to how poorly society treats men. They are female utilities, ATM, Sims, Manginas, and White Knights. The first level of MGTOW is the aware MGTOW. Rejects marriage and cohabitation of any sort, which might be classified as common law marriage, picking up for a single mother's children, or any action which might be used in court to turn him into a legal indentured servant, but still engage in long-term relationships which strict guidelines set on females. The second level of MGTOW is social MGTOW. Rejects all forms of long-term personal relationships with women. They only engage in sex, flings, and short-term open relationships with women. They are pseudo PUA. They only use females for sexual purposes. The third level of MGTOW is a civil MGTOW. Rejects all form of personal relationships with women, including dating, one-night stands, friendships, etc. Any contact with unfamiliar women is kept strictly professional and at a minimum. Some MGTOW might have a very few exclusive, close, platonic female friends, However, they're selected based on high intellect and loyalty. These MGTOW will only engage in civil activities that benefits themselves. The fourth level of MGTOW is the ghost MGTOW. Rejects females entirely, refuses to produce more than strictly necessary for his individual survival. He will do as much work of the books as possible to avoid taxation and will remain in the lowest tax bracket possible without jeopardizing his quality, fun life, and acceptable standard of living. He focuses on hobbies and traveling. That's probably my level. And level 5, Exile MGTOW. Drops out of society altogether. He minimizes contact with the blue pill world and seeks to further his own ends on his own terms. For all intents and purposes, he does not exist. An urbanite might keep to his own apartment, while someone further out may simply head into the wilderness and go off the grid. So those are the levels of MGTOW, and thank you for listening to the Sigma Wolf. Thank you.